The best Imposition software 2026 should do more than place 2 pages on one sheet. It should help you move from an ordinary PDF to a press-ready booklet, business card sheet, label run, signature, or gang sheet without hiding the production logic. This is PDF Press. In this complete workflow tour, I will use the real browser app, show the live imposed previews, and explain the controls that matter before paper reaches a press, cutter, folder, or bindery. The goal is not a decorative demo. It is a practical look at whether one operator-driven tool can cover the everyday imposition work of a small print shop, designer, or self-publisher. For this workflow, best means fast access, clear page order, useful printer's marks, and enough visual feedback to catch mistakes before export. PDF Press runs in a modern browser, processes the document locally on the machine, and keeps the original PDF in reader order while the selected tool builds production sheets. It is designed for interactive work rather than unattended RIP automation. That makes it especially useful when an operator needs to prepare a short digital run, a proof, a booklet, cards, labels, tickets, or signatures without installing a desktop plugin. The tool gallery is broad, but each tool remains focused on one production problem. Grid is the general N-up imposition tool. Choose the press sheet, then decide whether pages should run sequentially, repeat with step and repeat, or use stack mode for cut and stacked work. Set the columns and rows, preserve the source aspect ratio, and use auto scale only when the source should fit the available cell. The preview responds immediately, so a 4-up layout, a changed orientation, or a wider gutter becomes visible before export. This is the first reason PDF Press works well as browser-based imposition software. The operator is not entering blind values and hoping the output is correct after a long processing step. Page order must match finishing. Sequential order fills the sheet in reading sequence. Step and repeat duplicates one design across the available cells, which is right for cards, labels, coupons, or a repeated flyer. Stack mode distributes pages so cut piles can be combined into an ordered result. Double-sided settings also affect which front and back share a physical position. These are not styling choices. They determine whether a guillotine cut produces useful piles or a box of scrambled pages. PDF Press keeps these decisions near the preview, which lets an operator compare the flat press sheet with the final cut, folded, or gathered result. Booklet handles reader pages that will be printed duplex, folded, nested, and usually saddle-stitched. A 16-page source stays in normal order, but the outside press sheet pairs page 16 with page 1. The reverse pairs page 2 with page 15. PDF Press also exposes paper size, reading direction, signature grouping, margins, center gutter, creep, crop marks, center marks, bleed, and output rotation. That makes the booklet tool useful for zines, church programs, comics, instruction manuals, and short magazines. A live preview is essential here because booklet spreads look wrong if they are judged like ordinary 2-page reader spreads. Cards is optimized for repeated small pieces and duplex alignment. Load a business card or postcard PDF. Choose the sheet size. Select the columns and rows, and turn on double-sided when the source contains a front and back. The same white space, bleed, and printer's marks controls remain available, but the layout is framed around cards rather than document pages. This reduces setup friction for business cards, invitations, flashcards, coupons, and product inserts. The preview lets you check whether every back remains behind the correct front and whether crop marks leave a practical cutting path instead of crossing artwork. Gang sheet is for combining different pages or jobs on one larger sheet. It can account for quantities, padding, rotation, gutters, make-ready sheets, spoilage, and common work styles. In a small digital shop, that can reduce waste when several short jobs share stock and finishing requirements. The important discipline is compatibility. Gang-only jobs that truly belong on the same paper, color workflow, and finishing route. PDF press provides the visual arrangement and quantity controls, but the operator still decides whether combining those products is sensible. The live preview makes wasted space and awkward cutting paths much easier to see. N-Up book moves beyond a simple 2-up saddle booklet. It creates larger folded signatures for books, manuals, journals, and perfect bound work. Choose a saddle or perfect binding style. Set a power of 2 N-Up value such as 8 or 16. Then control binding gutters, other gutters, creep direction, printer's marks, and bleed. The imposed sheet may contain pages in several orientations because folding restores the reading sequence. A numbered paper dummy is still valuable, but the preview gives a strong first check. This tool is one reason the PDF press workflow can grow from short booklets into more serious book production. Imposition is not finished when the pages fit. Crop marks tell the cutter where the trim falls. Marks in gutters can support intermediate cuts. Center marks help folding or alignment. Bleed should come from a correct document bleed box when possible. A fixed value cannot invent artwork beyond the source edge. Preflight checks answer a different question: whether fonts, page boxes, image resolution, color, and PDF standards are suitable before or after imposition. PDF press keeps these production tools in the same environment, so an operator can prepare geometry, inspect the preview, and check the file without moving through several unrelated utilities. A real job may need more than one operation. Pages may need rotation, resizing, bleed repair, imposition, marks, and a final preflight. PDF press supports tool chaining so those steps can be arranged as one visible workflow rather than repeated manual exports. Local processing also matters for customer files. The document is handled in the browser on the operator's machine instead of being sent to a generic conversion server. Large jobs still depend on the available memory and browser, but the model is straightforward. The operator sees the steps, sees the preview, and can change one stage without rebuilding the entire job from scratch. No imposition application removes the need for proofing. Inspect the outside sheet, an interior sheet, the final sheet, and any unusual blank pages. Confirm trim size, bleed, gutters, marks, page pairing, reading direction, and duplex orientation. Then download the imposed PDF, open it in the production viewer or RIP, and print one copy at actual size. For a booklet, fold and staple it. For cut and stack, make the cuts and combine the piles. For cards, compare fronts and backs. A physical proof converts a convincing screen preview into evidence that the printer, feed direction, and finishing plan agree. PDF press is a strong choice when you want broad PDF imposition tools, a live preview, local processing, and no desktop installation. It is especially well suited to small print shops, in-plant teams, designers, and self-publishers doing operator-driven work. If your production floor requires automated hot folders, JDF scheduling, or deep DFE integration, evaluate that requirement separately. For the everyday jobs shown here, the browser workflow is direct and transparent. The PDF Press app and the full Best Imposition Software 2026 guide are linked below. Start with one real job, make one physical proof, and let the finishing result decide whether the setup is ready.